So you spoke before about empowered product teams. What is an empowered product team? How is that different to those feature teams?
Well, there's a number of ways it shows, and it's a little tricky because from the outside they really look very similar. They're both squads in Spotify language. They both have somebody with a title like product manager. They have somebody that's doing some kind of design, and they have some set of between like 2 and 10 engineers. So from the outside they kind of look alike, but from the inside it's easy to see the differences. Feature teams are basically given roadmaps of features and projects to build, and their job then is they've already been given a solution, what somebody thinks is a solution. They're not even told a lot of times what the underlying problem is. They're just told, build this feature. We need this feature. Somebody says it's either like a salesperson thinks it or marketing or a stakeholder of some sort, but whatever. Build the feature. So for them, build the feature means do a little bit of design to work it out and then put it on the backlog, do some sprint planning, go ahead and build the thing, QA test the thing, deploy the thing. It's all about output. So they can't be held accountable to the results. And they're basically building what other people think are the right solution. Now, it's not about smart or not. It's just realistically, the numbers are not good. The percentage of things in that model that actually succeed is usually 20 to 30%. So in contrast, on an empowered product team, instead of being given a list of features to build, where each feature may hopefully address some underlying problem, the team is actually given the problem to solve. So you take a step back, they're given the problem to solve. It might be a customer problem, it might be a business problem, sometimes it's both, but they're given that problem to solve. And then what it means to be empowered is they are given the ability then to figure out the best solution to that problem. So they will build features too, but if that feature doesn't work, they don't like talk about, well, we shipped the feature, it's not our fault. They try other approaches, they try other features, or they try redesigning those, or they try eliminating features to find whatever works. And the difference is because they're given a problem to solve, they can be held accountable to the results. So fundamentally, it's a different purpose. They are there now to serve customers in ways that work for the business instead of just building whatever the business wants. It also has pretty big implications on the people on the team, because now their job is not just to code. Their job is to first solve, and that is discovery. So coming up with a solution that's valuable, usable, feasible, viable. That's kind of how I describe discovery. And then, of course, they have to build a quality implementation of that and ship it. So that's a much broader job. And by the way, it's a very different job for the product manager, because on a feature team, really it's project management. You're herding the cats, getting it designed and built. In an empowered product team, the product manager is the one responsible for whether it's valuable and viable. The designer is responsible for usable and the engineer is responsible for feasible. But the viable and value is hard. This is why product managers are in such demand, real product managers, because that's hard. It's also why it's a proving ground for future startup CEOs, because it's not an accident. If you start your company, if you start a tech company as the founder, that is the head of product, you are responsible for value and viability. And so it really is practice for starting a company.
And if you want to eat, you're gonna focus on getting those two things right.
You are. Otherwise, you just got a whole lot of stuff that nobody uses.